All right, guys. Before this night ends, I do want to address day one and day two. We basically had four picks in the first 87 rounds. And the thing is, I've made, of course, my last video on Maurice. All right, I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce that name. But and three picks, no running backs. Three picks, no running backs. That is, I mean, it feels like, people are going to say we addressed a lot of things. The trenches, more importantly, offensive line, defensive line. This is a guy who very much could turn into a three technique guy with Mike Zimmer's 4-3 defense. But, you know, um, but I heard some people, like Cowboys fan talk, wondering if, we're trying to roll with the 3-4 and then not the 4-3. But honestly, I think it might, just be a mixture of both. But, anyways, what I wanted to talk about is I want to go over these four picks because tomorrow, we're going to have just, I think, three more picks, and both two of them are compensatory picks. So we just got them from, like freaking, charity work, like they were just given to us out of, you know, condolences. But either way, picks are picks. But we have three tomorrow. And we do not have a pick for 87 picks tomorrow. So, I mean, whatever plans that you had, you might have plenty of time to ensure those plans by the time that the Cowboys have their first pick of day three. But so I want to evaluate these four picks. Tyler Guyton, love it. Absolutely love it. You know, he's raw, is what they say. But the way I look at it is he can very much be like what Tyron Smith became. Tyron Smith coming out of USC, played right tackle. He switched to left tackle, and well, the rest was history. He's going to definitely become a Hall of Famer. And Tyler Guyton can very much be all of that. And he's played left tackle before. So it's not like this is brand new for him. So now, in his opening press conference, when they asked him about it, he said, I think that the transition from right tackle to left tackle is going to be pretty easy. I wouldn't quite say, man, like you should say that it's probably going to be pretty easy. I would say simple is the right term. Just reverse and learn everything that you've learned at right tackle, reverse all your techniques and footwork and stuff. Then you can be able to transition back over to that left tackle position. Matter of fact, I have a picture of him, as you can see, of him playing left tackle. So, either way, yeah, so he has experience, and I think with Duke Manyweather, he'll be able to, get him to learn all the different techniques and everything that he needs to know. And then, of course, there was our second pick, Our second pick was I thought it was pretty questionable. I thought it was pretty questionable. Fact of the matter is that we are replacing Dorrance Armstrong, but we're trying to replace Dorrance Armstrong basically with this pick. That's my, you know, analysis on this is that we're trying to replace Dorrance Armstrong, but the dude is 267. He's about 270. He's a guy. He kind of reminds me of Viliami Fehoko. Viliami Fehoko was 275 as a defensive end, and we wound up, changing Viliami Fehoko and making him a defensive tackle, and that's what he is right now. And that's probably the same thing that we'll be able to do with this guy. I honestly forgot his name, man. I apologize. All right, I apologize to this guy, bro. I forgot your name, man. And then there's Cooper Beebe. All right, guard from Kansas State, and they say that he basically has played all five positions. He's played left tackle, left guard, center, right tackle. This dude can do it all. So if you're wondering if he'll be able to make the change and play center and maybe replace Tyler Biotish and become the starting center for the team, probably. All right. He's nasty. All right. And he will play to the echo of the whistle sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that it's you can control it. But either way, like I said in my video about the Cooper Beebe, video, I have no problem with it because we're trying to address offensive line, but man, I really thought we could have gotten Blake Corum, I'm just saying. And then we got Maurice. We got Maurice Fukaya, and linebacker from Notre Dame, and he had 118 tackles, of course, last year. They say he's a downhill, linebacker, physical. He will get his nose in there, and that's just the type of player that he is. And he's 6'2", 237 pounds. He's got the tools. I think he's got, even the physical tools. I think he is definitely a plug-in linebacker that you could definitely have, possibly play either alongside DeMarvion Overshown, or maybe he can be a linebacker that can be for depth purposes. But, definitely a guy that, has promise, and I can't wait to watch him in the preseason. Looking forward to watching all these guys, come preseason. Even the guys that we're not gonna find out who they are until tomorrow. You never know. We might find our future, possible Hall of Fame running back with our 5th round pick. You never know, but don't count on it. But either way, as far as how I felt overall about the draft, I felt it was okay. It was okay. I love that we're trying to, work with the trenches, but man, bro, not being able to get a running back, I really feel like is gonna possibly come back to bite us. But yeah, to close out, I was elated when we got Tyler Guyton. I was confused, when we got the edge rusher. Then I was irritated initially at the time when we got Cooper Beebe. And then I was just, at this point, I was just, like I couldn't even be stunned no more when we got, Maurice Fukaya. So, but either way, like that was my reaction to all four of these picks. We'll see how we do on our final three picks for tomorrow. That is, of course, from 12 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. So, see how that all works out. But, to all my audience, to all Cowboys Nation, this is Mr. Cowboys Fan out.